So I wanted to make this video for a long time, but I really did not know what light to give it, and I don't really know how to narrate my experiences without sounding too I would say like negative. There are a lot of things that I learned. At the end of it, I realized that I'm just not cut out for the corporate world. I have more of an artistic soul, and I value my individuality and my freedom more. But having said that, there were a lot of things that I learned, and it might seem like a bit of a messy video because I don't really know how to like give it a proper packaging. So yeah, let's just get into it. First things first, yeah. So when I entered in the corporate world, I did have a bit of a outline, a bit of a thinking on how all these things work, yeah. And on top of it, I did know that hard work only rewards you with more work, yeah. But I did not really realize that what I was doing was exact same, yeah. And I pride myself for being passionate in my work, but the people that are dealing with you can see your passion, and they think that your passion is a cue for giving you more work. That was the first thing that I realized. And just because you're passionate about something doesn't mean that you are obligated to do more work, more unpaid work, or be burdened during your work hours. So that was the first thing that I realized a little bit late, that okay, I'm being like, the work just overpowers you so much because the people around you think that you're passionate about your work. So they take it as a sign to give you more and more and more work, and forget about passion. You just don't want to be there anymore, and you just start to hate what you loved at one point. So that was the first thing. And I realized also that like I do the work because I love it, not because I want to be appreciated. But soon you'll realize that the more you do, the more you start to set the bar too high, and to a point that now even you can't reach it. So at the start, people recognize you. They kind of like they see that you are someone trustworthy and reliable. They do see that, and you kind of feel a little bit prideful in that. But there's also the thing that you start to get appreciated a lot less and start to be taken granted for a lot more, until eventually there comes a time where they just expect you to do the work, and for some reason, if you cannot match the performance that you normally do, they will let you know about it, and they will not give you the grace that they should, or that they do to the other employees. So that was the second thing that I learned that really broke my naivety. And another thing that I learned is that, even because like for me, I see people, no matter where they are, no matter who I'm dealing with, as humans. But I quickly realized that, I don't know how to say it though, like people in corporate don't operate as humans, they operate as professionals. Yeah, I don't know how else to put this, but yeah, it's they operate as professionals, and that means that you cannot expect the other person, and they don't expect human behavior from you, and you cannot expect human behavior from them. Yeah, it was a bit of a mindfuck, but yeah, you can just say that. So what happens is that there's just this weird passive aggressiveness to things, and it's kind of like high school but constipated, and in a simulation where you're just not allowed to act as how you want to, but everyone knows what the other person is feeling. It's kind of like that, you could say that. So what happens to me is that I think I value authenticity more than anything. So what happens is that you are authentic, and but the other person doesn't appreciate you being that authentic, nor they want to be that authentic themselves. So it's kind of it creates a messy situation that they can see that you're very honest and sincere, but at the same time it just becomes kind of messy because you don't understand what's going on. It's hard for you to catch what's going on, and you are kind of like, you're being more human with them, but they are being professional with you. I mean, not in the good professional, but professional in the sense, oh, she is she wants to do more, but you're doing it out of humanness. For example, like I'm saying, if you meet a colleague, yeah, and that person is your friend, and they texted you off hours. It's not on hours or off hours. It's just a human that you made friend with that texted you, and you might respond. Yeah. Now they take it as someone, like from your perspective, you see as a friend that's texting you and you respond back. But in their perspective, they're seeing it as someone that's a company's bitch, that's willing to work off hours. So they send you the work without thinking about you and thinking that you have a life. And you see as someone, oh, they're just friends, so it's okay. Like, I hope you get the point. Like, it's kind of like that. So it's way later that you realize that, oh, you have to be fake. You have to like smile in their face, but you just have to block them all off hours and then unblock them when you're on shift. It just boggles my mind, but it's kind of like that. You don't see their text during off hours, and they also know that you're not seeing their text because it's off hours. And but you give them grace, so that like you give an inch they take a mile kind of thing. So they keep like treating you for granted because they know that you will cater to them off hours. Oh god, yeah, it's that thing. And since I used to work from home most of the time, there's a very little boundary between work and personal life, because as I said earlier, they don't take you as human because you're taking them as human, because you guys are not on the same page. Yeah, so you take them as humans while they take you as professional. That's always there. I was really naive in that aspect, yeah, but I learned my lesson. I learned it so hard that I just quit the corporate world altogether. I just realized this is the dynamics that you have to play in if you wish to survive there. And I realized that I'm unable to survive there at all. Another thing, I think I did write a few pointers. Okay, someone's trash is another man's treasure. That's also true. Some perks that you might be granted for your work, or some favorability that you are granted for your work, but deep down you just want to die. And you don't see those perks as perks. You see them as burdens that you're given just to extract more work from you. But some other people might be seeing that same thing and be quite frankly very jealous about it. And they might do things that would make your life more hell. That's all I can say. That, yeah. So things that you don't really value because you know that you can have so much better, and they're giving you crumbs for the amount of work that you're putting in. But some other people might see that same thing and be like, oh, that person is being favored so much, but to you is just, it's not worth it for the amount of work that you're putting in. So there's that. Yeah, it's just, and they might be really annoyed and angry at you for not being grateful for those crumbs that they don't have. And they might like retaliate in some bad way, or they might try to harm you out of jealousy, you could say that. For me, I used to think that I am nothing and I have nothing that someone needs to be jealous of, because I was just so done with everything. and I just wanted to be in my corner and do my work. I did not want it to get involved in like everything. But since I was so passionate in my work, and I was just so like bolting straight to my work and just being so passionate about it, that you get into the eyes of people. And while you're focused on your own work, people are focused, they start to focus on you more. To you, you're like, you're done with this shit, but to other people, they don't hold that same perspective. Some people might be jealous of you, some people might appreciate you, you could say that. So there are a lot of different ways people are seeing you, but to you, you're like, I'm done with this shit, bro. And you might rant to them, you might talk to them, but not everyone there is your friend. Yeah, it's only way later that I realized that not everyone there is your friend. Even the people that you think should be neutral about this whole situation, they might start to take things personally. And they might resent you for not being grateful for whatever the crumbs that the company is offering. And they might think that you're so full of it, but to you, you're just like, hey, this is, I can do better than this. Yeah, it's you're just being so burdened with that thing that they're giving you and extracting so much in return from you that you just don't feel the perk that you were granted is worth it. But other people don't know that. It's only you that knows it. Yeah. So when you rant about it, or when you talk about it to other people, they don't see what you're going through, but they see that what you were granted. Yeah. So they might workplace jealousy is a very real thing, guys. It's a very, very real thing. I would say corporate is a shit show. Yeah, in bottom line, I would say, to not be negative and such, but corporate world is a shit show. uh prof- yeah, that's what I would say. So the thing is, they start to get jealous of you. They, if you don't do as they want you to do, and you're someone that really like minds your own business and minds your own work, you become the topic of rumors and gossip. People suddenly have a lot to say about you, because hey, the things that they cannot comprehend, they might wrap it up in a rumor or in whatever bullshit their mind is cooking. So there's that. There's that. Well, so to you, and later you realize, oh, for real though, like, you see yourself as like the most broke shit ever, but you see that even the crumbs that you have, some people are getting jealous over. Like, it's not even something to be jealous of in your perspective, but some people don't like it. Which brings me to my other point. It's not just what perks you have, it's also that if you're being favored by your higher ups because of the work that they're extracting from you and sucking you dry. People also have a problem with that, and they don't, if you're someone that your higher ups have a positive opinion about you, or they fetch you for more work, they are draining your soul, but other people have a lot to talk about that you are being favored more or some shit. Yeah, but only you know how much work you're putting in and how much they're sucking your soul. But to other people, you are someone that's being favored. They don't like, I have seen like both ends, from the employee side and from the management side. Yeah. So there were some things that I realized on both ends. From the company side, for example, I'll tell you a little bit of a story. Yeah, I think I'm gatekeeping a lot of tea here. So the thing is, when you are favored by the company. Yeah, you're not favored by the company because you know what, they are your family or bullshit. No, you're being favored because they know they can extract a heck lot of money from you, and you're basically a money making machine to them. Yeah, they don't give a shit about you and what you're feeling and what's your health, and they don't give a shit about any of that. If you are being highly demanded in a company, that's because you're a money making machine for them. So the thing is, from the employee side, they don't like you at all. Yeah, and they will make it hard for you to survive in the company because they don't like you being favored that much. But from the company side, they want to retain you because if you go away, they might they might have a loss that the other employees that are questioning will not be able to bear it. And if you can replace my work and do better than what I'm doing, they will replace you like this. But if you cannot do that, then they will not replace you. And that's the that's the thing company is focused on their profits. They don't give a shit about you or anyone. Now from the employee side, everyone feels like what they're doing is the best, which is true. Everyone is trying to do their best, but that's not what the company wants. The company wants who can make them the most amount of money. And I realized very, very soon that company or owners of the company are not parents and the employees are not their children. This is not some fucking family going on here as we all thought, like this or that. Like some people might disagree with this, but I really realized early on that being placed in that position, that I was able to make money for the company. I realized that if I'm not able to make money for the company, they will just replace me like this. So the favors that you have or whatever the company is trying to get out of you, if they cannot get out of you, like all those things, you'll be discarded. So other people might say, oh, this person is favored, or this person has anything that they might be jealous of or that they might not like about you. They will look at you from that lens. So that was the company side. And now the employee side, because I was also an employee, I saw that the company is like, they want to cut their losses as much as possible. They don't care about the employees at all. Like, they might show that they care, but in reality they don't. Yeah, in reality they don't. And I realized that since they want to gain profits and it's all business, employees, I see that sometimes get a bit too sentimental. They don't have to. You don't owe the company any loyalty. Yeah, you don't owe them any loyalty for that matter, because companies are very quick to discard you if they want to. So from the employee side, what kind of loyalty are you talking about? Like, what kind of loyalty are you exactly talking about? Why would you work in the same spot for years? Yeah, it's I cannot survive in this place is all I know. It's just so much mind fuckery going on. It just drained my soul. It just made me wanna die, honestly. What else? Oh yeah, also fake promises. The company makes a lot of fake promises to the people because, hey, you want to retain them and all. But if the company promises you anything, just know that it's fake. It's they have an art of making fake things seem real, but it's fake. Yeah, don't. For me, I realized that. I mean, I never really took their promises seriously, to be honest. But yeah, don't take their promises as real. Another thing is that what I realized very late is keep your opinions to yourself. Being passionate about your work, you might naturally want to give opinions and share ideas and just want to do the work really good. The thing is, whatever opinions that you're going to give is you are going to do it. The workload will be on you. Yeah. Because as I said earlier, in corporate, people don't take you as a human. They take you, there are professionals in the corporate world, as I believe. I feel like there are new humans there. It's just professionals. So while you're working as a human, you want to give ideas, you want to share opinions, you want to do something and take care and be taken care of, was my thinking. That if I take care of them, they'll take care of me. That's not how it works. You take care of them, and you take care of them, and you take care of them some more, and when you start to get drained and you want to quit, they will just give you something to stay. That's how it works. Like, it's a very toxic relationship, kind of. But you're since passionate about your work, you want to do the work. And to be honest, people don't leave work. I think I would do that in 10x more. People leave people. People leave managements. And I think I also resigned, or I also went away for the same people, because, and also I have seen how the corporate is built. They don't care about you as an individual. They care about what you're gonna give them and how much they can extract out of you. So once I just saw this, I was not able to unsee this. I don't even blame the people there. That's just how I think they are just made, or that's how they have owned themselves to be. So I can't really blame them, but I just realized that I'm not cut out for these environments and these kind of people. So I had no one to blame, honestly. I don't even blame myself. I just realized that I'm not cut out for this, and I just gracefully exited this world. So yeah, that's why I was saying it's a bit of a messy video, because I really don't know what light to give it, other than I was just not cut out for it. And maybe some people even thrive on it. But I just realized it wasn't something for me. And to be honest, my company wasn't even as bad as many other companies that I've heard of. So I can only imagine what goes on in there. Yeah, I feel like I'm not cut out for it. I value authenticity more. I value humanness more. It might be messy, it might be emotional, but at least it's human. Yeah, it's people. I cannot deal with this passive aggressiveness, professionalism. I'm not a professional person, you could say. If I have a problem with something, I will say it. Yeah, I might be very civil about it, but I will say it. I cannot fake laugh in your face if I hate you. I just can't do that. Yeah, so there are a lot of things that happened, and of course, going back in time, there would be a certain things I would not do, and especially, like, as I told you, also not giving your opinions that much. But hey, here's the thing. Yeah, I'm a person that loves, if I'm passionate about my work, I will not hold back. So I realized that I need to be somewhere where I can go full on and bolt without holding back and not fear being exploited. So I realized that I cannot stop myself from not working hard. I cannot stop myself from being passionate about something that I love. So the only thing you can do is go somewhere where you belong. So once I realized that I do not belong here, I cannot deal with this shit. I quit. What's next? Honestly, I have no idea, but I just know I don't want to go back there. Not everyone there is your friend. Don't exchange socials. They will stalk you. One thing that I want to give in this video is that don't exchange socials with your colleagues, and if you want to do it, make a new social and add them, like a social for only work. Yeah, don't give your private socials to your colleagues. It's not a good thing. The first thing that I did when I entered the office and I realized that everyone was like exchanging socials, but they were also like stalking like ex-employees Instagram and whatnot. The first thing that I did was that I changed my social and then I gave it. So I had to make a new social for my colleagues because I just knew that they will stalk me too, and I don't want that. So yeah, be vigilant in these kind of things. If you don't want to be stalked, don't give out your personal socials. And what else? I would say don't take work off hours. Be very strict about that. I was not, but it's only way later that I realized you have to be strict about it. And be very, I would say, bitchy to some extent. Initially, be very bitchy so that they don't take you lightly. First impressions matter in these areas where people are really superficial and they just don't see you as humans. Yeah, basically, I'm really grateful though for all the experiences, and honestly, going back in time, I would still want to go through it all again. I felt that I really grew as a person in corporate, and I realized a lot of things that I wouldn't have realized otherwise. So it was a really, really good experience overall, but I would not want to do that a second time. Once is good. So yeah, I really quit on a good note. Everything just went super well. I'm really grateful for the company for giving me the opportunity to like um, learn so much and experience so much. I made some amazing friends there. As I said, not everyone is your friend, but I lucked out and I made amazing friends. Like not all, there were some snakes there too, but I also made amazing friends. So there's that. And yeah, I would say I'm really grateful. I feel really blessed to be able to work there and learn so much. But yeah, there are also lessons that you need to know. So I realize I'm not cut out for it, but if there's anyone that is, I hope this video was a little bit helpful. So yep, catch you guys in another video. Bye bye.